Technology is inevitable. Whether you like it or not, it's bound to happen. From the dawn of humankind till this day, humans have been using science and physics to create technology. We, humans, use technology on a daily basis to make our lives easier. From the moment we open our eyes in the morning to the time we close them at night, we use robots and machines to help us get through the day. The use of technology is certainly not a bad thing. I mean, obviously, we invented these machines to do our jobs, so we don't have to do them right. But the question is, where is the line drawn? How much dependability is good, and how far can we take our technologies in advancement until there is no coming back? We've already entered an era where the young generation doesn't know how to survive without their smartphones and computers. And we've already made the technology savvy enough to tell us what we would like to buy by analyzing our personal data without even bothering to ask us. Ever since Elon Musk's last statement about AI came out through Joe Rogan's podcast, everyone has been curious to know if AI is a danger and a benefit. He has warned the public and even predicted a time frame. According to him, if AI continues to grow the way it is growing, there is a severe risk of something wrong happening to this world. He said at SXSW, "Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes." So why do we have no regulatory oversight? This is insane. In another comment, he wrote, "The pace of progress in artificial intelligence, I'm not referring to narrow AI, is incredibly fast. Unless you have direct exposure to groups like Deepmind, you have no idea how fast it is growing at a pace close to exponential. The risk of something seriously dangerous happening is in the 5-year time frame, 10 years at most, if you don't already know what AI is or what sort of effects it could have on our lives. Don't worry, we'll take a peer's view on AI first. AI stands for artificial intelligence, which obviously means intelligence generated by something other than nature. Machine-generated intelligence is known as artificial intelligence. For example, the transactions you make through online banking apps are all powered by chatbots generated through AI. Or when you get an immediate automated reply through a seller company on Instagram, it's all through AI. Maybe this has made you clear about what AI actually is. But the main question here is if Elon Musk's point of view about AI being a threat to humans is correct or not. Somehow, it is valid due to the dangers it produces for the community. We'll discuss this by viewing the 7 risks of AI so far. A quick reminder before we further continue our discussion on the risks of AI for the mankind. If you have enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing, as we frequently upload informative and educational videos. Let's continue. The SpaceX leader labeled AI more dangerous than nukes, and the scary part is that it can actually be at some time, and this is the #1 threat to humanity. How? Think about automated systems to use weapons. That means machines are operating the weapons, and they can handle them the way it is set. No emotions, no logic. Just an algorithm to decide who needs to be killed and who doesn't. Several military forces in the world have access to autonomous weapons. A drone is a practical example of it. It can detect the enemy by facial recognition and attack the target operated through AI. There's no doubt that machines are faster or more intelligent than man. But who created these machines? Obviously, a human. Can you rely on machines or robots to make decisions about life and death? No. Errors are likely to exist in the machine. You definitely would have heard about technical error more than human error because we rely on devices these days. Have you ever wondered how your mobile phone knows what's in your head? You were searching for a pair of jeans for yourself, and now all sponsor posts you get on Instagram or Facebook are related to varieties of jeans you can find at different brands. And you're like, what the hell? How does my phone know what I want these days? Or sometimes you are in a mood for a specific genre, and your social media feeds are all about videos with that distinct vibe you wanted. You're like, my TikTok knows all. Magic? No, it's not magic. But your feed shows what you want to see. How? Through algorithms. The posts related to the posts you have recently liked, saved, or engaged on top up on your feed. It's good until you realize that each action you perform is being noticed by some bots, which can make fake news about you. You might find deep fake funny or enjoy face swapping on it, but on a lighter note, it's a threat to us. At the moment, it's just celebrities and political leaders being targeted by deep fakes. But think about someday, you get a video of yourself on WhatsApp where you're involved in a criminal act, and the person blackmails you to give him some money. or he'll send the video to the police. How would you feel about that? You'll obviously be threatened by such an act. Since automation was introduced, numerous jobs in different sectors have undoubtedly become much easier. It has saved time and effort, more importantly, generated profits. An employer has to pay a monthly salary when they hire a human for a particular job. On the other hand, if a machine does the same work, the employer only has to pay for it once. Got it? No? Okay, let me explain. For example, if you hire a telemarketer to convince the customers to sell your products on phone calls, you'll have to pay him or her monthly. At the same time, if you replace it with a robot, you have to invest once for the long run. No more monthly salaries, which means more profit gains. This is the same thing discussed in social manipulation. AI is manipulating social media, but have you ever wondered if it's a threat to you? Your mobile phone knows everything in your head, which means no privacy. What do you think about how AI algorithms are generated to target specific audiences? You might think of making your personal Google account, setting a complex password, or locking your iPhone through your Face ID, and your phone is private. But no, you're wrong. Your personal data is being scanned. Although machines are faster and more efficient than humans, their goals and hours can sometimes misalign. How? Let's make it more clear. Machines don't have sentiments. They lack the moral values that we have and operate entirely on commands. Take an example of drones that are operated through AI. They have been commanded to bomb the enemy areas, but can they differentiate between the enemy and the hostages? I don't think so. In fact, drones are the prime example of AI killing innocents along with criminals and sparking international conflicts. With the advanced world where AI is growing exponentially, many people are losing their jobs. For example, clerkship was a great job in the past, but its pace is declining these days due to automation. On the other hand, AI is creating jobs for those who can handle machines. The workers who are competent at working with devices are more likely to get jobs and are highly paid. Technicians, AI engineers, and data analysts are some of jobs that are being encouraged. But this whole thing has caused discrimination among the workers, affecting their socioeconomic status badly. AI was introduced to give us advantages like getting a better diagnosis through CT scans, ultrasounds, or X-rays. It has made things easier for us by putting less stress on human beings. But at the same time, it can be misused and predicted by notable individuals like Elon Musk and Bill Gates. Keeping these risks in mind, do you think AI is more dangerous than nukes? Let us know in the comments. Till next time.